Hey, I'm guessing you've heard of IQ before, intelligence quotient. There's also the ideas of EQ, your emotional quotient, RQ, your relationship quotient. I learned a new one this week, HQ, not headquarters, your hope quotient. Thanks to my buddy Isaac for this idea. What's our hope quotient? That sounds like something we could all use more of. How do we raise our hope quotient? Two quick thoughts. First one is we got to learn to stay future focused, not to live in the past. You can learn from the past, but don't live there. Don't move in and stay there. And remember that the present is not the end of the story. Things aren't always going to be like this in your job, in your relationship, in the world. It's not always the end of the story. Even though we need to live in the present and be present in the present, we can still fix our eyes on the future. As a person of faith, follower of Jesus, I try to fix my eyes on the future, on what God's going to do next. Or like Apostle Paul says, I leave what's behind, forget what's behind, and strain towards what is ahead. Fix my eyes on what God's doing in the future, what new things. Second thought is to raise your expectations. This one really challenged me. It seems backwards to me. I felt like during COVID, I keep having to lower my expectations of what things are going to be like now or what they're going to be like after we get out of this. But what if instead of walking around thinking, man, things are never going to be the same, I start to realize things are never going to be the same? How much better could they be? What innovations will come out of going through what we're going through? We've seen that already with vaccine development, how churches have adapted, how restaurants have online tools, how you do your birthday parties. What new exciting things are going to come out of it? How much more will we enjoy and appreciate and participate in the fun things of our life? Concerts and sports and eating out together again. I think a lot about the Roaring 20s. If you know your history, it happened after the big Spanish flu of 1919. What if the 1920s were so roaring because people came out of this and had a new appreciation? What if we see the Roaring 20s again? And how much better could our relationships be? Right? How much tighter will families be? How much more will we appreciate being together? What if it's true that things, will never be the same? That's how we raise our hope quotient. By the way, if you still don't agree there's any reason to have hope, maybe say, Carter, why would I have hope in this government, in this world, and in humanity? Honestly, I don't blame you. I understand. I'd like to challenge you with this idea. What if you put hope in God? I believe God is the ultimate reason for hope, that he's always the hope bringer, that he's always up to something, and this isn't the end of the story, and he is our great hope. So let me know if I can help you with that. But let's raise our hope quotient, and then we can become hope dealers to other people.